The Book of Exodus. Key points and summary. The Book of Exodus is the second book of the Bible and plays a central role in the story of Israel's deliverance from slavery in Egypt, the establishment of the covenant, and the formation of God's people. Below is a summary and key points from the book. Summary of the Book of Exodus. Chapters 1-18 Israel's oppression and deliverance. Israel in Egypt. Chapter 1 The descendants of Jacob Israel have multiplied greatly in Egypt, but a new pharaoh enslaves them due to fear of their growing population. Birth and early life of Moses. Chapters 2-4 Moses is born during a time when Hebrew male infants were being killed. His mother saves him by placing him in a basket on the Nile, where he is found and adopted by Pharaoh's daughter. After killing an Egyptian who was abusing a Hebrew, Moses flees to Midian. There, God speaks to him from a burning bush, calling him to deliver Israel from Egypt. Plagues and Exodus. Chapters 5-12 Moses confronts Pharaoh, demanding the release of the Israelites. Pharaoh refuses, leading to 10 plagues upon Egypt, including the final plague, the death of the firstborn. This leads to the institution of the Passover, where the Israelites are spared. Finally, Pharaoh relents, and the Israelites leave Egypt, crossing the Red Sea and journey to Mount Sinai. Chapters 13-18 After their release, Pharaoh changes his mind and pursues the Israelites. God parts the Red Sea for the Israelites to escape, and the pursuing Egyptian army is drowned. The Israelites begin their journey through the desert, experiencing miracles like manna from heaven and water from a rock. Chapters 19-24 Covenant at Mount Sinai. God's covenant with Israel. Chapters 19-20 The Israelites arrive at Mount Sinai, where God establishes a covenant with them, declaring that they will be his chosen people if they obey his commandments. The 10 commandments are given, providing moral and legal principles. Laws and instructions. Chapters 21-24 God provides further laws that regulate Israelite society, including laws about justice, worship, and interpersonal relationships. The covenant is confirmed, and Moses ascends Mount Sinai to receive further instructions. Chapters 25-40 The Tabernacle and Worship. Instructions for the Tabernacle. Chapters 25-31 God gives detailed instructions to Moses regarding the construction of the tabernacle, the portable sanctuary where God's presence will dwell with the Israelites. Instructions are also given for priestly garments, offerings, and sacrifices. Golden Calf Incident. Chapters 32-34 While Moses is on Mount Sinai, the Israelites grow impatient and demand a new god. Aaron, Moses' brother, creates a golden calf for them to worship, angering God. Moses intercedes for the people, and after destroying the calf, he returns to the mountain to renew the covenant. Completion of the tabernacle. Chapters 35-40 The Israelites follow God's instructions and build the tabernacle. God's glory fills the tabernacle, signifying his presence among his people. Key themes and points. 1. God's deliverance. The central theme is God's intervention to deliver Israel from slavery in Egypt, symbolizing his power, faithfulness, and commitment to his covenant people. 2. The role of Moses. Moses emerges as the key leader and mediator between God and Israel. His life is marked by faith, courage, and direct communication with God. 3. Covenant relationship. God makes a covenant with Israel at Mount Sinai, formalizing the relationship with them as his chosen people and providing them with a framework for worship, morality, and community living through the 10 commandments and other laws. 4. God's presence. The tabernacle is the physical symbol of God's presence with his people. It shows God's desire to dwell with Israel and guide them. 5. Human sin and intercession. The incident of the golden calf highlights Israel's tendency to stray and God's readiness to show mercy when Moses intercedes on their behalf. 6. Passover. The institution of the Passover becomes a key moment in Israel's faith, representing their deliverance and pointing to future concepts of redemption. The Book of Exodus is pivotal in understanding Israel's identity as a people of God and their mission, providing a foundation for many key biblical teachings.